Okay, something a little bit different. I took up a time-lapse camera for my match against Bron this evening in the SAWBBL League. It took a photo every 30 seconds, so all I'm going to do is quickly zoom through the photos, talk about what's happened, and yeah, give a quick recap of the game, a la Fumble style, but on tabletop. Bit of a disaster with the time-lapse, to say straight off, is that it looked like it was taking a photo of the whole pitch, but actually it wasn't taking a photo of his end zone. So we'll see if that affected the match at all without any spoilers. So yes, he won the toss and elected to kick. We're about same TV. I've got a dodge guard blitzer here. I've got a dodge blitzer. I've got a mighty blow blitzer. Obviously knights are blitzers. The yellow guys are my wrestlers. They're sumo wrestlers, and the four ninjas are my fenders. He's got a standard orc team, 4 black orcs, 4 blitzers. He's got a thrower, a lineman, a goblin, and this snow troll here is his troll. Yeah, obviously, as ever with tabletop, a bit tricky to see what's going on, but I will talk about it obviously all the way through. So yeah, so he won the toss and elected to receive. And I got perfect defense, which is pretty cool, so managed to avoid too much punching. So he's got a block black orc in the middle here, but the other black orcs are just standard ones. Blitzers are back, throwers back. So perfect defense his first turn. So he only managed to not do any damage. There's lots of good fend stuff going on all the way through the game, which is brilliant. He retrieved the ball, and then on my turn. So yeah, his troll didn't do anything. So then on my turn, I managed to absolutely smash up his team a little bit. Actually, he got 2 stunned and another black orc down, and then did I manage to KO one? But yeah, absolutely did lots of good stuff and put this blitzer through here just to keep him honest, basically. But yeah, managed to stun this one and stun this one as well, and then knock this guy over. So it was a decent first half for it, and a KO. I think there was a KO as well. So yeah, against armor 9, obviously my dice were on fire, but I managed to KO my own fender by dodging away, which is a bit of a blow. So on his turn, he moved over to there, a couple of go for it's to form a sort of reasonable cage there. So there was nothing I could do to get through to there. His troll came down, did the blitz, but just managed to push my knight backwards. Obviously these guys just rolling over, so still about out of commission. So I'm going to come down here, just put a bit of pressure on the ball carrier. So it's got a blodger against the ball, and then just another blodger there in base contact, and just making life a little bit tricky for him, and just marking up these guys over here to keep them away from the action of the ball. And the troll is isolated as well, which is a bit of a bonus. Okay, so basically to get the troll to have a helper, you'd have to dodge away. So hopefully that didn't do anything. So yeah, he comes over, blitzes the blodger away from the ball carrier, but hasn't really got enough players to, and then runs ahead, but hasn't really got enough players to make a satisfactory cage again. Manages to pow the blodger down there, which is a bit of a shame, but didn't hurt him, so that was alright. And then, so yeah, so the safest place he could find was there, really. There might have been marginally safer, I think, because I didn't have any free players back here to blitz. So if he'd gone to this position, then that might have been slightly better. As it is here, I've either got a 1 dice or a 2 dice, depending on whether I can get the assist in. I think so I didn't manage to get. So the dice weren't quite good enough. I think I needed to knock some guy over here down in order to get the assist in. So I didn't have enough players. So I sculled the first one and then re-rolled it into a push. So all I managed to achieve was pushing that thrower just a little bit further forward. So that wasn't, so I was in a bit out of position at this stage because it meant he could just run through my line, which is a bit of a blow. Maybe didn't entirely think that one through as well as I might have done. So he manages to run through the line, but not get it particularly safe. He could have done with another player down here, really. He's got this black orc. This wrestler's not doing very much. Whereas if this black orc could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4. Or did the black orc do the block? No, the black orc did the block, so that's just talking nonsense there. So yeah, he blitzed with the troll again, and troll didn't manage to do anything. So oh yeah, so the Black Orc blitzed the wrestler, but then didn't follow up because he didn't want to be against the sidelines. But actually, I was never gonna blitz the Black Orc because I needed to blitz the ball carrier to stop him scoring. So basically, you only got one blitz a turn, kids. So if you know that someone's going to be using their blitz for an important thing, then you can risk leaving an obvious blitz, for example, a player next to the sidelines, because they're not going to be wasting their blitz on that. So just a few pushing guys away from the ball, and then this guy comes around and does a 1 dice blitz on the ball carrier again, which is a POW this time, and manages to catch the ball. Of course he does, because knights are awesome. So used the catch skill there. So it was a 2 into a 5, I think, to catch the ball. So I left him with only a 1 dice on the ball carrier, I think. Actually, this stage he could have done a little better in that I think he could have cancelled this assist, leaving 2 dice. Actually, but because he was standing next to the ball, he could have used his blitz to get rid of something. He could have blitzed and then cancelled the assist and then got 2 dice on the ball carrier, I think, reasonably easily, but didn't do that. So yeah, so I've got the ball, and then I think I'm just going to run away with it. So there's this big scrum going on in the middle here. He gets a 1 dice push on the ball carrier, and then I have to apologise to my fumble opponent because I forgot to do that. So I forgot I was playing him. So I arranged 2 Blood Bowl games in the same evening because I'm an idiot, it seems, and my brain was mashed after a weekend of water bowl goodness, which is why the coaster is there. Bit of free advertising for them. And Element Games, who are brilliant. It's the home. Yeah, the water bowl was held at Northwest Gaming Centre, home of Element Games. They're lovely people. So yeah, move the fender there and then just run away. So the blitzer has run away down here, and then it's a case of getting a little bit of a screen as much as possible. So this was a bonus. Dodge out there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go for it there. I think I failed the first go for it. I had to use a reroll, and so the second go for it was risky, but it needed to be there to form some sort of cage. Obviously you've got a blitzer here, so it's not too difficult for him to get around, but it's only a 1 dice, so not too bad. 1 dice, and it's a blodger, so not too worried about that. So yeah, he manages to fail the go for it, I think. So my blitzer manages to run away. Yeah, this is where the photo becomes a slight problem, because I'm going to run away off the side of the pitch. It's going to be like the never-ending story, running into the darkness. So at this stage, it's because I kicked to him. If I scored in my turn 7, then that would give him a turn of punching, and I only had 2 KOs to his 1 KO. And so at this stage, I decided to go for the stall. So I had a very, very boring turn where I just moved my players down to here. But unfortunately, his players, while not being able to blitz me, he was certainly close enough to get some players onto the ball, sadly. And so what basically happened here was he managed to KO another blitzer. It was annoying, and then I failed the dodge into the end zone on a 3+ with a reroll. So we went in at 0-0. Which is very vexing. I should have just scored. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. So now, and then my players didn't really come back, so I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the second half against his 10, I think he had, because he had, or did he have 11? He certainly had at least 1 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, no, he had 11. Goblin on the pitch now. So I set up heavily on one side, obviously the plan being to hand off to the blitzer, who's got catch, and then run down as much as possible. He's left the wide zones quite empty, so as long as the dice rolls are okay. So I got a quick snap, so moving the player under the ball, and then just moving there. So obviously there's this thing going on where he had his players 1 square back, so if you get quick snap, that just gives you some extra blocks. Like if I had more players, I'd have set up to try and take this guy out as well. So it gave me this extra block on this player because the quick snap happened. Always set your players back 2 squares, kids. So knocked him down, and then Russell, so knocked him down as well, and then the handoff worked, and then it all went slightly wrong because this guy had to go for it there to protect him, and he rolled a 1, and then he rolled another 1, and then he broke his armor, and then he died. Sad. So yeah, he died. But he was only a lineman, so it didn't matter. And I got loads of money in the bank, so no big issues there. Dead. Now at this stage, not Jip. How annoying! I spent the weekend with Jip, and he was talking at me, so my mistake. So at this point, Bron made a little bit of a mistake, sadly, and he went for too many go for it's basically. So this goblin could have just come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then gone for it once for the assist, whereas he went for it twice to get to there. So obviously this guy here was in this one's tackle zone, so it wasn't doing any assisting. So if the goblin had gone for it to there, and then the orc had just gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1 go for it, then that would have been fine. But Bron went for the 2 go for it's to there, and then used up a reroll on that, and then went for 2 go for it's with the blitzer as well. So that made it quite tasty. But he managed it, but just ended up pushing because he didn't have the reroll for the blitz. So he's pushed the blitzer back there, and so fairly straightforward to push the blitzer out of the way. But then I need to do a 3-up dodge with dodge to score. And I managed it. Woohoo! And then I go for it into the corner. So that was 1-0, but leaving the orcs 7 turns to score back. I think I got 1 player back, but I'd already lost 1. No, I don't know. No, 1 player back, so I'm on 9 players. Set up asymmetrically again, just because orcs are quite slow, so it's worth the possibility of the ball ending up on the other side of the pitch from where his players are. And that's quite cool. As it was, it didn't turn out that way, but it's always worth a pop. So he caged up there, and the troll went stupid, and that was really helpful because I could then basically get a bit of pressure on the cage. Yeah, I'd managed to walk away from his troll basically, and the troll was completely isolated. But isolating the troll wasn't quite enough because he managed to push my star blitzer into the troll, who then promptly killed him. Which is sad. Luckily, I had an apothecary, so don't worry. He went too badly hurt and went to the reserves. Goblin came over and fouled and got sent off. Took the player off the pitch, but left a massive hole in the defence. So cancelled this assist, brought an assist round here, and then the wrestler came in to take down the thrower. As it turned out, wrestle didn't matter. Powered him over. Ball bounced onto this guy, who caught it on a 6. Yay! And then I just tried to protect him as much as possible. But obviously standing next to a black orc, so there's only so much protecting you could do. Little bit of a mistake here from Bron. He could easily have cancelled out this assist here by blitzing this guy. So the black orc could have come in, blitzed the ninja away, and then cancelled this assist, giving 2 dice here. But that didn't happen. As it was, he powered him over with 1 dice in the end. So the ball is loose there, and the thrower dodges out and gets it. So come around with the wrestler again, blitz the ball down, which bounces. Blitzer dodges out and declares a pass, and so runs over there and chucks the ball over to there successfully, just to try and protect the 1-0 win basically. So that's the punt that Jip was very fond of at the weekend. And then it was lots of shenanigans after that. So protecting the ball over there. Yeah, Troll did a decent blitz in that one, and managed just to put some pressure on. Oh yeah, I went for the pickup, went for the 6-up pickup with the ninja, but it didn't matter. They didn't. It was the last thing of the turn. Fend was brilliant. It was loads of fending in this game, and it actually mattered quite a lot, which was quite cool. But yeah, that was fun. So for example here, he blocked him, and he was able to use fence. So actually now there was a completely free guy over there. So that was quite nice. But I didn't really want to score with the ninja, and I needed to get the blitzer away from the troll anyway. So dodged out with the blitzer. Managed to pick up the ball and the scoring threat for my turn 8. Or my turn 7. No, my turn 8. He manages to 1 dice, but nothing doing there, so just block and then re-roll into both down again, but we've both got blocks, so we just stared at each other. Could have surfed him, but chose not to because I'm a nice person and he'd had a hard day. So I just pushed him away and then scored with Blitz to make it 2-0. And then he had one turn of beating up my guys, and I don't think anyone died on that one. So yeah, fame went up. No skills for me, just a standard skill for him. And yeah, quite a fun game all in, really. Yeah, so this is quite cool. I just need to do some practicing with the pictures and make sure that they're taking in the whole pitch next time. All right, thank you for watching. Cheers.